Listen, Frank, everything that you do, you can do that with us. We've been honored to serve with you, Frank.
Bunch of clowns.
The series begins in Hell's Kitchen, where Matt, Karen, and Foggy are talking about their past. They go to a bar to celebrate the retirement of their friend Cherry. Suddenly, Foggy gets a call and becomes scared. Matt listens and finds out someone is trying to kill Foggy's client. As Matt and Karen go to Foggy, a man named Dex is seen fixing a light nearby. Foggy tells Matt that his client is in danger, so Matt turns into Daredevil and rushes to the client's house by jumping between buildings.
Just stay here. Keep calling him.
Penny, he wanted to know where you were. I'm sorry.
He said someone's looking for you.
Hello, Karen.
They're gonna be right here. They're gonna be here any minute.
Active shooter of Josie's bar. Active shooter of Josie's bar.
It's okay. You stay with me. They're gonna be right here. They're gonna be here any minute, okay? You just
Matt?
1 year later, Matt is back in his office, listening to the news about upcoming mayor elections. Wilson Fisk has recovered after the events of the Echo series. Many Mafia gangs, including the Tracksuit Mafia, are ready to fight, but Vanessa arrives, stops them, and takes control. She becomes the boss and controls them easily. Then Fisk appears, surprising everyone. Vanessa asks why he has returned suddenly. Fisk says she has handled everything well and earned everyone's respect. He promises not to leave again and says he was broken before, but now he wants to save the city and tells Vanessa he loves her deeply.
How long are you back for?
As long as you'll have me. I was broken. Two things shone bright and clear inside me. The first was my undying love for you.
And the second?
What we could do for this city. I've been informed that I have the 25,000 signatures. It's time.
Matt and Kristen are seen together. They have opened a new law firm and now work together. Today is Dex's court hearing, and they talk about the case. Matt testifies in court against Dex, saying that his friend Foggy will never come back.
As I sit here on the other side of the court, it occurs to me that justice will not be served today. It won't be served because I don't get to see him again. Killed on the whim of a violent and disturbed man, a self-styled assassin. In the absence of justice, the court can't punish this man, because that punishment, that is the closest any of us will ever get to justice.
If you would like to respond, I will allow that before sentencing.
I have nothing to say, Your Honor.
You are hereby sentenced to life in prison for each count to be served consecutively.
After the hearing, Karen apologizes to Matt for not talking to him. Matt asks if she is okay, and Karen says she is happy in San Francisco, but Matt says she is lying. Karen replies that she lost a friend too, and was deeply hurt. She says she only came back for Foggy and asks for forgiveness. She is glad Matt has recovered. Matt says that the accident changed their lives completely. Karen asks what happened to Daredevil now. Matt says he has left everything in the hands of the system and will not be Daredevil anymore.
I'm not him anymore.
And you think that that will help?
Doesn't make it worse.
No, Karen, please don't. Can you just...
I found this at Josie's. I thought you might want it.
Later in the evening, Matt is working when he hears on the news that Fisk is running for mayor. Fisk says in the interview that the police are useless and he wants to become mayor to keep the city safe. Hearing this makes Matt upset. On the other side, Fisk is shown with two new team members, Sheila and Buck. They are helping him plan what to say in media interviews. A team member named Daniel says that Fisk is already very famous, and whatever he says in the media will have a big impact.
People sharing memes.
Just wonderful.
I mean, Fisk can fix it is trending hard.
Matt and Kristen are busy at work. Kristen asks Matt to meet a client named Heather Glenn. Matt meets Heather, who reveals she is a therapist and that Kristen sent her to help Matt with therapy. Matt thought she needed a lawyer. They both laugh, and Matt starts chatting with Heather about it. Matt seems happy to connect with someone after a long time. Matt asks for Heather's number and goes inside to meet Cherry, who now works as his investigator. Cherry tells Matt that Fisk has changed. People like him now, and he has kept his business clean, which means he will not face any issues in the elections, including financial allegations. Cherry believes Vanessa might be behind it, as she is a great businesswoman. But Matt insists that Fisk is still dangerous and will ruin the city. The next day, media outlets interview people about Fisk. Some still distrust him, but many support him, believing that only a former criminal can stop criminals by entering politics. That night, Matt watches Fisk's live debate on TV. Fisk talks about taxes and blames vigilantes for weakening the police force. The next day, as Fisk walks out of his office, Matt shows up and confronts him.
I was wondering if we could have a little chat.
I'd be delighted.
Your step is lighter.
I'm not gonna spar with you, Murdoch.
No, I wasn't asking you to.
You have children.
No. You?
I tried to mentor someone.
Didn't she shoot you in the face?
You're keeping tabs on me.
Call it professional curiosity.
By the look of it, you've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
A rich man, by his very nature, is self-serving. A mayor serves his city. I wonder if your darker half would agree.
And part of my life is over.
About your friend, I had nothing to do with his death. I kept that promise.
Why is it I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system?
I'm gonna make New York a better future. Why did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed.
I was told you tried to kill Benjamin Poindexter that night. It's hard to come to terms with a violent nature.
So if you say to me that you're a new man, I say fine. So if you step out of line, I will be there.
You liked being on that rooftop with Dex.
Just stay in your lane. I'll do the same.
I will not tolerate people running around in silly costumes. There will be consequences. Good luck with that, Murdoch.
Good day, sir.
That night, Matt sees on the news that Fisk is gaining a lot of votes. He then goes on a date with Heather. During their date, Matt hears from a nearby TV that Fisk has won the election. He is not happy, and Heather understands that. Matt says Fisk is a monster. Then, he saves Heather from being hit by someone, which impresses her. Meanwhile, Fisk celebrates becoming mayor with his team. Vanessa arrives, looking happy and excited for him. Fisk and Vanessa have a conversation on the roof where Fisk reveals he knows about Adam. Vanessa warns him not to kill Adam, but Fisk assures her that the killer inside him has been gone for a long time.
I know about Adam, Vanessa.
Do not kill him.
Not that man anymore.
Promise me.
Promise. My fellow citizens, tonight you have ushered in a new dawn. I will live up to that hope as your mayor.
Fisk then delivers a speech on the news, which pleases the public, while Matt, feeling uneasy, heads to Heather's house. Heather advises Matt not to focus too much on Fisk and kisses him, making Matt feel better. That night, Fisk delivers a live speech pledging to transform New York City and restore trust in the law while criticizing vigilantes like Punisher, Spider-Man, and Daredevil.
We don't need a gun-toting vigilante who wears a skull on his chest, or a man who dresses in a spider outfit.
And that is that the rule of law will return to New York City.
The city that bore me, that elected me. Happy New Year.
Next morning, a man named Hector Ayala goes into the subway station to catch a train. He sees two men beating up another man. Looking at the situation, Hector thinks that the two men are thugs trying to rob an innocent person.
Hey, buddy, this doesn't concern you.
NYPD, do not move!
The media begins focusing on Fisk's rise, questioning Daredevil's absence. Fisk discusses his plans to improve 6 areas of the city with Sheila, but Commissioner Gallo refuses to cooperate. Fisk talks to Sheila about the need to meet with officials, including the district attorney and commissioner. She warns him that the commissioner dislikes him and advises meeting other people first to build public trust. She also suggests that Fisk should have Vanessa by his side more often, as voters are unhappy with her absence. Fisk agrees to follow Sheila's advice. Meanwhile, at the police station, a girl's drunk driving case is discussed. Matt learns about Hector's case and meets him. Hector explains that he tried to save a boy from thugs, but during the fight, a police officer accidentally fell in front of a train and died.
Those guys tune you up?
Doesn't matter. I didn't call you. How did you get in here?
You know they're saying you killed a cop.
The Soyo that put on the platform never said they were cops.
Look, I didn't push him, I swear. I wasn't trying to kill anybody. That's not me.
Is there anything you're not telling me?
No, man. Nothing. They can't afford you.
Don't worry about that. I'd still like to represent you.
Hector is surprised to learn that Matt is blind. While stuck in traffic, Fisk is advised by Sheila to give a speech to gain public trust. Frustrated, Fisk gets out of the car and speaks to workers fixing a pothole. He orders them to proceed, giving them the authority despite not having permission. His bold action impresses the public, and people start recording videos, praising him for solving everyday problems.
Sir, I'd advise against whatever you...
Hey, you're the mayor. We're waiting on the permit approval.
Consider it approved.
You got it. Fellas!
Filling a hole like this, it's not rocket science.
Sir.
Yes.
Solid hole work, filling in that hole.
Oh, thank you, Daniel.
Meanwhile, Matt and Kirsten are arguing. Matt took Hector's case for free, and Kirsten is upset about it. Matt explains that the police officers are mistreating Hector, and there is something off about the situation, with Kirsten cautioning that it could turn the police against them. However, Matt insists on fighting for justice, and Kirsten agrees to support him. Matt then asks Cherry to speak with Hector's wife, Danny, and gather information about the boy Hector saved. The next day, Matt and Kirsten attend court for Hector's case. Officer Powell accuses Hector of killing his friend, but Matt defends him, claiming he will prove Hector's innocence. A strong lawyer named Hawk also takes part in the case.
Given the serious nature of the charges, people ask that the defendant be remanded without bail.
Mr. Ayala is a decorated Army veteran.
He's also accused of killing a New York City police officer.
Your Honor, if I could...
He said bail is denied.
In good hands, huh?
It's gonna be okay.
Daniel arranges an interview for Fisk with reporter B.B. Urich, who impresses Fisk. She mentions that her uncle is a well-known reporter, Ben Urich, and shares news that Commissioner Gallo is about to resign, which could impact Fisk's plans. Later, Fisk attends a funeral for a police officer who died in the line of duty. During this time, Heather is promoting her book and signs a copy for a fan named Bastian, who asks for help with therapy. At the funeral, Commissioner Gallo confronts Fisk, accusing him of intentionally being late and causing trouble.
I wonder how it feels for a guy like you to come to a place like this.
I didn't kill Officer Shanahan.
Well, maybe not him, but plenty of others. Do you know who Samuel Vance was? It is my personal mission to make sure that your term is shorter than his. A monster trying to rewrite his legacy. Once a thug, always a thug. See you around, Kingpin.
Kirsten and Cherry meet Hector's ex-wife, Danny, to discuss his case. Danny is worried about Hector's survival, but Cherry reassures her that Matt and Kirsten are skilled lawyers. Danny allows them access to Hector's room, where they find a white tiger suit, revealing that Hector has been hiding something. Later, Matt and Heather are planning to go out when Matt receives a call from Cherry, who informs him that Hector is the white tiger.
Someone's got to protect the streets.
We talked for hours and you neglect to tell me that you moonlight as a vigilante.
I wasn't in a suit.
This is one of the event. I find out you're going out at night looking for trouble.
I'm not looking for trouble. Not like Daredevil's around anymore. Come out there every night, put my life on the line for them.
And your wife agree with that choice?
You're right, I'm sorry. I should have told you.
All right, hang in there, okay? I'll make some calls, see what I can do.
Commissioner Gallo tells Fisk he plans to resign and that Fisk will need to find a new commissioner and a new team, as his current officers no longer trust him. Fisk threatens Commissioner Gallo with photos of his secret girlfriend and son, who Gallo had been hiding in another city. Fisk tells Gallo that from now on, he and his officers will work for Fisk as his pets. Gallo reluctantly agrees. After Gallo leaves, Buck praises Fisk, and Fisk comments that everyone has a weakness, and it is important to find it and use it against them. Matt and Hawk inform the judge that Hector is the White Tiger. Matt argues that Hector was not wearing the suit during the incident, so the focus should be on his actions, not the suit, when deciding his punishment. Hawk disagrees, calling Hector a pretender. The judge agrees with Matt, ruling that Hector's White Tiger identity will remain confidential in court. Matt is focused on Hector's case when Cherry informs him that the eyewitness of the case, Nikki Torres, is still hiding. Matt begins watching over Nikki, who is in his house.
You know I know he was telling the truth. And we both know it doesn't matter if you can't prove it.
Behold the Lamb of God. Behold him who takes away the sins of the world. Blessed are those called to the supper of the Lamb.
Lord, I am not worthy that you should enter under my roof, but only say the word and my soul shall be healed.
Meanwhile, Matt receives a call from Heather, who cancels their dinner date. She had signed a contract for Buck and also had therapy with Fisk and Vanessa. During the therapy, she asks why they need it. Vanessa explains that she had to manage their business alone after Fisk left her, and now she is uncertain about their relationship. Heather then asks Fisk about it. Fisk tells Vanessa that he does not want to lose her, which makes her happy. Meanwhile, Matt overhears Officer planning to kill Nikki. Matt calls Cherry and meets Nikki at his door, explaining he needs his help for Hector's case. Nikki is scared to testify, fearing the officers will kill him, but Matt reassures him that the officers are already coming for him.
Out the fire escape, go.
NYPD, open up!
If you're looking for the man Hector Ayala saved on the subway platform, sadly he's no longer here.
Where is he? He's not here.
Go ahead.
He's a lawyer.
I'll do it.
Matt visits Hector in jail after beating up police officers the previous night. He informs him about the hearing for his case and encourages him to be ready. Hector, feeling hopeless, believes the New York Police Department will send him to prison and ruin his life. Matt reassures him, promising to prove his innocence in court and support him through the process. In a deserted street, a truck has been stopped and the two men approach, killing the people in the truck and loot their belongings. The individuals involved are part of an Irish criminal gang. The next scene shows Fisk being informed by his assistant about a gang war that took place the previous night, resulting in the deaths of some of their people. Fisk talks to Vanessa, who suggests that to resolve these issues, they need to make changes and fix things.
Make the appropriate calls and make it a priority.
Yeah, we can try.
They'll turn on each other.
Let them kill each other. Petty blood feuds. None of it is our concern.
Matt is in the courthouse restroom, getting ready for Hector's hearing. A police officer approaches him and comments on his fighting skills, even though Matt is blind.
You know you don't need those glasses indoors, right?
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
You're a blind lawyer who can fight. You know, Murdoch, I bet Judge Cooper would be interested to hear that you're interfering with a police investigation.
I'll see you in court, officer.
The hearing begins, and the same officer testifies, lying in court and falsely accusing Hector of intentionally killing a police officer. Hector gets anxious, but Matt calms him down. Matt then stands up in court, questions the officer, and mentions a key eyewitness, Nikki Torres, who could help Hector. Matt knows the police are after Nikki. Matt sends his partner Cherry to find Nikki, and he successfully brings him to court while avoiding the police.
He just kept on coming. He starts pounding on us, and then next thing I know, the guy just takes Cal and he just pushes him in front of the train. Me and Kel Shanahan, we were partners for 8 years. That's all over now.
Officer Powell, good morning. I'm told you have a black eye. I hope everything is okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You testified that before my client arrived at the station, the place was a ghost town. By alone, you mean just the two of you, no one else?
That's right.
Which means there certainly wasn't a confidential informant you were roughing up. You ever met a man named Nicky Torres?
I never heard of him.
Used to work with you and Officer Shanahan directly.
I told you I don't know him.
Torres cannot testify.
Good? Yeah. Come on, let's go.
Impeccable timing, buddy. Where do you live, Mr. Torres?
Washington Heights. 18 months ago, I got pinched for dealing.
What happened with that case?
It went away.
Were you passing along information to Officers Shanahan and Powell?
No. I was home all night.
Hector Ayala intervened to save your life.
Objection.
With great risk, put himself in harm's way, didn't he?
Isn't that true? I withdraw the witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Torres, you are dismissed.
After the session ends, Matt and his team discuss how they can still save Hector, as Nicky's testimony was their last hope, and it is now ruined. The next day, Matt starts Hector's case in court. Matt asks Hector to tell the court what happened that night. Hector explains that he was at a subway station where he saw two men beating another man. The man being attacked was Nicky, and Hector tried to save him. However, in the struggle, one of the men died. Later, Hector found out that the two attackers were actually police officers, which led to him being jailed for killing an officer. Matt then cross-questions Hector, asking if he has ever helped anyone before.
Decided to risk your own safety to help a stranger. Wasn't the first time, was it? You intervened that night because you're a hero.
Matt, don't do this.
Are you the vigilante known as the White Tiger?
Objection! Objection! Both of you, in my chambers, now.
The court session ends, and the judge calls both Matt and the other lawyer to his office to discuss Hector's case. The judge asks why Matt did not mention earlier that Hector is the White Tiger. Matt explains that he did not want to bring it up, but since Nicky changed his story, Matt had no other choice but to reveal it. The news about Hector being the White Tiger spreads throughout the city. Later, Matt goes to visit him in jail. Hector tells Matt that he should not have revealed his identity as the White Tiger to everyone. Matt responds, saying he knows Hector is a good person and a superhero, and he could not bear seeing him in jail because of a false case. In the following hearing, it becomes clear that now many people are supporting White Tiger. They all testify in Hector's favor in court.
Engine caught on fire until all of a sudden I see someone running toward us. He saved our lives.
On the night of October 2nd at 2:38 a.m., I responded to an attempted burglary call. We fought. And then White Tiger appeared, helped me subdue and arrest the suspect.
A few weeks ago, I was leaving work. It was late. This guy, he tries to grab me. If White Tiger hadn't been there, I don't know what would have happened.
More police reports. Officer Morales, Officer Grant. Why would you risk your life by running toward a burning car?
It's the right thing to do.
And when you saw Officer Barlow was in trouble, you ran in when others would have run out.
It's the right thing to do.
Police said Hector attacked them. Why would he do this without the amulet? Every night, Hector Ayala goes out and risks his life. And whether Hector Ayala is wearing a White Tiger suit or not, he's a hero.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor. In the matter of the people versus Hector Ayala, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
There's no further comment at this stage. Thank you.
Fisk watches the news, and after seeing it, he calls BB to his office. When she arrives, he gives her an interview and expresses his strong disapproval of the court's decision to release Hector.
These vigilantes are a threat. A man who wears a mask to cover his face is a coward. These vigilantes, they are not heroes. And I ran on a promise. The rule of law must prevail.
The next day, Matt talks to a doctor at the hospital, where Hector was brought after being shot in the head. He feels guilty, thinking that if he had not revealed Hector's White Tiger identity in court, Hector might still be alive after all. Hector's niece arrives and asks to see her uncle, but Matt and the doctor do not allow her to see him. The little girl is very upset, and Matt comforts her.
They killed him, didn't they?
We don't know that, Angela.
You got him out of jail. They put a bullet through his head.
I'm sorry.
I hate them, Mr. Murdoch.
Someone will find his killer, okay? We have to believe it.
The The scene then shifts to Daniel. He is drunk and reveals a top-secret conversation to his friends, telling them that Fisk is working on reducing the city's waste with a recycling company. After this, he takes a cab and goes home. Later that night, a thief steals several boxes of sweets from a supermarket. The police arrest him, and while handling the stolen boxes, 2 officers eat some and then take the thief to the police station. Matt's colleague Kirsten calls him and tells him about a case involving a man named Leroy Bradford, who stole the boxes, and Matt accepts the case. The scene shifts to Wilson Fisk and his wife Vanessa, who are in therapy with Heather. Vanessa explains that Fisk left her months ago, and after his departure, she felt alone and had to deal with everything herself. During this time, she met a businessman named Adam, and they fell in love. Vanessa mentions that she has not seen Adam in a while and does not know where he is. After hearing this, Heather tells them both to take some time to think about their situation. Matt goes to jail to meet Leroy.
Leroy Bradford.
I get the friggin' blind dude.
Mr. Bradford, my name is Matthew Murdoch. I'm gonna be your lawyer.
Lucky me.
Leroy does not want to go back to jail and asks Matt for probation. Matt tries to get Leroy probation, but fails due to his criminal history. However, Matt convinces the judge to reduce Leroy's sentence. Afterward, as Matt is leaving, he meets the police officer he had an argument with earlier. Matt tries to get information about Hector's killer, suspecting that the police officers may have been involved in Hector's death because they could not convict him in court.
Ayala made you look bad, didn't he? Actually, he flat out embarrassed you.
You have yourself a nice day,
He had a family.
I don't know nothing about nothing to do with what happened to Hector Ayala.
All right. I'll be seeing you, Counselor.
Meanwhile, Wilson Fisk is at a seminar when news breaks about his plan to reduce waste in the city. This news was leaked by a friend of Daniel, who had overheard Wilson's plans when Daniel, in a drunken state, told his friends about it. The news leak makes Wilson very angry, and he calls a meeting with his team to find out who is responsible.
How are we gonna fix it?
There is no we. I will handle it.
Just wonderful.
Now for our next one.
No. That's fine.
Which will play sometime soon.
Somebody screwed up. I want an all-hands meeting now!
I present to you the mayor of New York City.
Your garbage! Is that it? Is that your best? I will find out which one of you leaked this.
Daniel steps forward and
Everybody
admits
out.
his mistake,
Out.
explaining that he told his friends while drunk. Wilson Fisk dismisses everyone and calls Daniel for a private talk. Daniel apologizes and offers to quit his job, acknowledging that he does not deserve it. However, he also tells Wilson that he is loyal to him and would never think badly of him. Impressed by Daniel's loyalty and bravery, Wilson decides not to fire him. Instead, he gives Daniel another chance, but warns him that if he makes another mistake, he will not be forgiven. Matt is deeply upset about Hector's death. Matt drops a small bottle, which rolls down the slope and into a drain. He follows it and finds the bottle along with the shell, which has the Punisher's logo on it. This makes Matt realize that the Punisher might be involved in Hector's death. Matt immediately goes to Frank Castle.
Frank! It's Matthew!
What are you doing here? Guess whose logo I found on the bullet casing?
What's that got to do with me?
Yeah, nothing to do with you, right? Although here's a thought. You know, you could use all this. It could be a service.
He pranced around the city in a Halloween costume, beating the snot out of bad guys. Hey,
Tell me, what's going on, buddy? What are you doing down here? Day after day.
I'll tell you what I think, Ray.
Tell me. Tell me what you think.
I don't think you came here for my help. You want to get your hands on somebody, huh? You want to hurt him?
But, yeah, no. Sorry, buddy. Way off on that one. I'm gonna come back another day, Frank. Maybe catch you at a better time.
Let that friend of yours, you save his life.
It's not about him.
Say his name, you coward! Say his name!
Every day Bullseye goes to the chow hall, eats his slop.
You ain't done a goddamn thing about it!
I apologize.
What are you sorry for? He talks to you, doesn't he? Every time I start moving, I still hear my little boy. He says, get him, Daddy. He's gonna keep eating and eating and eating. There's no getting away with it, you understand?
I let the system take care of the rest.
You and your
Day
goddamn
by
system.
day.
You know he gets to breathe the same air that you breathe. You feel good about that? He got life! How about old Foggy? He got life.
Kindest, purest soul I ever met. Goodbye, Frank.
When Matt arrives home, he finds Heather waiting for him. They meet, and Matt then goes to his place where he has many costumes. He picks up one and goes to the roof to start training, which suggests that Matt may be ready to return as Daredevil. Meanwhile, Wilson Fisk is spending time with his wife, Vanessa. They are getting closer, but then Wilson goes to a secret location. Here, he starts having dinner, and we learn that he has captured Adam, Vanessa's ex-boyfriend.
I was told forgiveness is the highest form of love. Please let me out!
Matt visits a bank to apply for a loan. He
morning,
is supposed
Mr.
to meet
Murdoch.
the bank manager, but since the manager is not available that day, he meets the assistant manager instead.
do have a seat.
Surprisingly, the assistant manager turns out to be Yusuf Khan, who is the father of Kamala Khan, also known as Ms. Marvel. When Khan meets Matt, they have a friendly conversation, and Khan even mentions his daughter and says there is another superhero in his city.
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I'm familiar.
This is her. Right here. Oh yeah, well, you can't see. But,
After that, Matt and Khan begin discussing the loan. He explains that he needs the loan for his law firm, which is currently struggling financially. Matt mostly takes on cases of poor people who have been wronged by criminals or powerful individuals. His law firm earns very little money and is now running in loss. However, Khan tells him that his law firm is already under financial pressure and does not meet the requirements for the loan. So, unfortunately, he cannot approve Matt's loan request. But as soon as Matt steps outside, a group of armed robbers enters the bank. They come in, they break the communication systems, turn off all the cameras, and force all the bank employees and customers to sit together in the middle of the bank. Using his sharp senses, hears the chaos happening inside the bank. So, he quickly calls the police and then rushes back into the bank.
Hey, we got one more. On your knees, Stevie Wonder.
No need to explain what this is. You've all been to the movies.
You kill anyone and your armed robbery charge converts to a felony murder. And you're looking at 25 to life.
Where's the bank manager? We have a blind man. Do we have a deaf one as well?
Cops are here.
The police start warning the robbers from outside, telling them to surrender peacefully, but the robbers refuse to do so. Now, the actual reason the robbers are there is to break into the bank's vault and steal a precious diamond worth $1.8 million. The robbers start looking for the bank manager, but since the assistant manager is Khan, they quickly capture him and begin taking him toward the vault, which is several floors below. To avoid making the police suspicious, the robbers decide to send 2 hostages outside. They choose to send a lady and Matt outside, but the lady is there with her husband, so she requests the robbers to let her husband go with her. Hearing this, Matt tells the robbers that he wants to stay inside instead. So the robbers agree and send the husband and wife outside together. One of the robbers then takes Khan toward the vault. Meanwhile, Matt uses this moment and pretends he needs to use the bathroom.
On your knees.
I'm sorry, guys. I need to go.
Anyone else for the loo?
Just making sure we understand each other.
What's your status, lads?
I needed the bank manager to be sufficiently motivated to open the vault.
Why are you talking to me then?
This vault has a 4-turn tumbler system. You can't just crack it open like it's a piggy bank I gave Kamala. Exactly what kind of a lawyer are you?
A really good one.
Then Matt and Khan open the locker where the valuable diamond is kept. Matt takes the diamond and starts heading back upstairs. While going up, Matt hears with his sharp ears that the police and SWAT team are getting ready to enter the bank. Just moments after Matt and Khan reach upstairs, the police break in and start firing. They throw in smoke bombs, filling the bank with smoke. Matt uses the smoke as cover and quietly defeats the robbers one by one so the police can easily arrest them.
Catch him.
Get this, DeLuca.
Khan then later sees something strange in the bowl, which holds candy, and it appears it is the same diamond from the vault, which means Matt has placed it there for him to find it and return back in the vault.
Making him a friend and advocate of the poor, by his intercession steadfast in the pursuit of justice, through Christ our Lord,
Could you help me just have to stay awake?
lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
You pray? Still?
Yeah, I've stopped a few times over the years, but...
We are then shown the same port where Fisk had planned to get repairs done. Maintenance work is going on, but while the workers are doing their job, one of them finds a dead body. This body has no blood left in it, and the person's eyes have been brutally gouged out. Looking at this dead body, it becomes clear that the person who killed him and drained all the blood is none other than Muse. Fisk is in his mayor's office. A worker enters the office and tells Fisk that while cleaning near the port, he saw several large paintings on the surrounding walls. Even though he is an expert in cleaning paintings, he could not clean a single one. The reason is shocking. All the paintings were made using human blood. Someone had killed people, extracted their blood, and used that blood to mix with paint and create these artworks. When Fisk hears this, he feels really disturbed. He immediately orders an investigation from his office. He calls several experts and the police commissioner to plan how they can catch Muse.
He was onto something, Matt. He was investigating something.
People are going missing, no one seems to care.
All those kidnappings, he started tracking them.
Angela, I know you're upset.
Don't pull that therapy talk that I'm processing. All those kidnappings were all close to the old queue line.
I'm just a lawyer, all right? I tried to help your uncle in court, but something like this?
I'm bad for thinking you cared.
It's not that simple, Angela. It's not how this works.
Don't rely on anyone to do what you can do for yourself.
Are you Muse? Is it cool if we take a picture of you?
Fisk gets the news that this psycho killer, Muse, has kidnapped 2 more people, killed them brutally, drained all their blood, and thrown their dead bodies on the road. Because of this, the whole city becomes scared. Seeing this situation, Fisk decides to create his own special task force. He includes those police officers who are very capable, but were either kicked out of the police force or suspended because of their brutality. Fisk believes that only such tough officers can catch this killer. So he gathers them all, motivates them, and puts them in this special task force. Then he tells them that they all must work together to find and catch this psycho serial killer. After this, all the officers start working on the case.
This city is in a crisis. A serial killer is roaming our streets.
Why us?
All of you throughout your careers have shown initiative. When you need to get the job done, it requires a little creative thinking. Consider yourself founding members of my anti-vigilante task force. I want you to show your face because you are New York's finest. Isn't that right? Okay.
We see Angela going out alone to find Muse. While searching, she actually reaches very close to his hideout. But as soon as she gets near, Muse catches her, makes her unconscious, and takes her to his hideout. There, Muse starts drawing blood from her body too. Someone from Hector's house calls Matt and tells him that Angela has been missing since morning. As soon as Matt hears this, he understands immediately that Muse has probably kidnapped her too, and that she must have gone to the same location she had told him earlier. Matt quickly gets ready and goes to the location that Angela had told him about.
I can imagine that Vanessa would like for me to let you go. But that's a difficult thing for me to do. When I was younger, smaller, I went up against men 3 times my size. And I learned that a simple tool, it can be a great equalizer.
his intercession steadfast in the pursuit of justice. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Daredevil?
I'm here.
The next day, Fisk is having a discussion with Buck and Daniel. They are all talking about Muse and how the entire city is living in fear because of him. And then Daniel tells Fisk that a little girl who was recently kidnapped by Muse has actually escaped. Hearing this, Fisk feels happy and asks Daniel for full details. Daniel explains that Muse had taken a lot of blood from the girl's body. He was planning to drain all her blood and kill her, but before he could do that, Daredevil arrived and saved her. The moment Fisk hears Daredevil's name, his expression changes and he becomes angry. After the events with Muse, Matt goes back home and takes a shower, but Heather is already there in his house and she notices that Matt's body is full of wounds and injuries he got while fighting Muse. When she asks him how he got hurt, Matt avoids the question. He lies and says it is just a coincidence, and since he is blind, he often bumps into things and gets injured accidentally.
But you have been tamping down trauma for so long.
And I'm trying really hard to fight it. Dr. Glenn.
Oh, don't joke your way out of this.
I'm sorry. Hey, I love you too.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Morning, Cherry.
I told you to stay out of it.
What was I supposed to do? 60 dead. Would have been one more if Daredevil hadn't shown up.
If you want to blow up your life again, you go ahead.
After this, Matt goes to the hospital to check on Angela. He asks her about the strange things she saw when Muse captured her. She tells Matt that at the place where Muse kept her, there were faces painted on the walls. These were actually paintings that Muse had created himself. Matt realizes that Muse might be making paintings of people he kills. Police have started their investigation into Muse's hideout. They have recovered many things from there, which helped them gather information about him. A detective from the police department goes directly to Mayor Fisk's office and starts sharing all the details about Muse with him. Heather is at her clinic, where someone is coming to meet her. A new patient arrives at Heather's clinic. He introduces himself as Bastian Cooper. Since Heather is a psychiatrist, she begins to assess his mental condition. Through their conversation, she realizes that Bastian is suffering from deep depression and has a different mental state than most people. Bastian tells her about his childhood, explaining that his parents were very strict and pressured him to learn Taekwondo, even though he was not interested in it at all. While they are talking, Bastian starts bleeding from his nose, and instead of reacting normally, he grabs a piece of paper and starts painting with his blood. Seeing this, Heather becomes sure that Bastian is actually Muse.
No. This is a good thing.
Is that
My true self. There's only one question on your mind right now.
In his Daredevil costume, goes directly to Muse's hideout, where the police are already conducting an investigation. When Daredevil sees the paintings, he notices one that looks like Heather's face.
Hey! Shit. Facial recognition ID, this sketch is Heather Glenn, a psychiatrist downtown.
The task force can handle this.
Bastian? What are you doing?
My name is Muse. It was you. You understand who I am.
Muse, where are you going with all of this?
Don't you care about all the people you killed? Do you feel nothing?
No, not yet.
What the hell is that? You've kidnapped me and then you're gonna what, shoot me? Huh? Look at you.
Approaching the north entrance. Stand by the breach.
Muse is dead. Secure the building.
The task force tells him that Daredevil was there before them and fought Muse. Upon hearing this, Fisk tells his team to forget about Daredevil and to make sure no one mentions him. He says that Muse's death was not caused by Daredevil, but rather by the task force team, and that they were the ones who killed him. When the media holds a press conference, Fisk declares that the task force was responsible for killing Muse. BB publishes a story in the newspaper saying that it was not the task force who killed Muse, but Daredevil. Daniel calls her to his office and threatens her. He tells her to remove the part about Daredevil killing Muse and instead publish that it was the task force. He warns her that if she does not do it, there will be serious consequences because she does not realize how dangerous Daniel and Fisk truly are. Heather is now in the hospital, completely out of danger. When Matt comes to visit her, she tells him that she feels guilty for killing Muse. But Matt comforts her, saying she only did what was necessary for self-defense, and she did the right thing. However, Heather is confused. She says that when Daredevil came to save her, he called her by name, and she is wondering how he knew her name. Hearing this, Matt tries to avoid the topic and tells her not to think too much and just rest. Vanessa secretly teams up with a dangerous criminal in the city. Together, they plan to kill Fisk. Vanessa sends a message to the criminal, telling him where Fisk will be and that he will be alone, making him an easy prey to attack, unaware it was all just a trap.
Thank you, Buck.
Of course, sir.
The next day, Dex is kept in a special high-security cell. Suddenly, some police officers arrive and move him out of the special cell and place him with other regular prisoners, and he realizes that his life is in danger.
I'm supposed to...
Fisk is with his wife. They are at the port, and while talking, Fisk takes Vanessa to a secret location where she sees Adam. When Adam sees Vanessa, he starts shouting and begging her to help him escape. He promises that if they let him go, he will not tell anyone and will go far away from their lives.
Please tell your husband. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Stop talking.
I didn't know. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Shut up! I am better than I was.
Please, just let me go.
I'm sorry.
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
I promise I won't ever leave you again.
Matt is with Heather, and she says the most messed up thing possible.
Violence, it just transfers from Daredevil to Muse.
Muse tried to kill you. Daredevil saved you.
I saved me.
Wait a minute. Say that again, Heather.
I saved me.
She must have lost some memory from all that blood loss during the fight, because if it wasn't for Daredevil, Muse would have turned her into one of his paintings. Now when I think about it, Matt and Muse should have just teamed up and beat her up.
They were both out there for themselves.
Bruh.
Anyway, Matt gets ready to leave, and just then the doorbell rings. The man brings an invitation to a party for Heather. He tells them that Fisk is very impressed by how bravely Heather killed Muse, and that is why he is hosting a party in her honor. Heather feels happy, but Matt becomes very angry. Matt then asks her why she never told him that Fisk was her client. Heather says she never shares any information about her clients with anyone. Hearing this, Matt tells her that she should stay away from Fisk because he is a dangerous man. She also says she wants Matt to come along with her. Hearing this makes Matt even angrier, and without saying anything proper, he just leaves and heads to his law firm. Fisk is sitting with his two employees, Daniel and Sheila. Fisk is very pleased with Daniel because he has been extremely loyal to him. Because of this loyalty, Wilson Fisk promotes Daniel and makes him the deputy mayor, giving him full responsibility to manage the office under Fisk. Sheila, however, expresses her concern and says Daniel is still young and does not have enough experience for such a big role. But Fisk ignores her comments and says he has made his final decision. Daniel feels very happy after getting the promotion and promises Fisk that he will serve him with full loyalty. Meanwhile, on the other side, Matt reaches his law firm and meets his partner, Kristen. She informs him that Dex, who was earlier kept in a special prison cell, has now been transferred to a normal prison cell with other inmates. Kristen also tells Matt that this transfer was done by none other than Fisk himself. Kristen also tells Matt that a new client has come to their law firm, and Matt will have to handle his case. This new client is a very rich man who is accused of stealing money meant for school teachers.
I should take a stand.
Mr. Madison, we highly recommend against it.
I don't know. This whole thing is not my fault. My grandmother was a teacher. My girlfriend's a teacher. I love teachers.
You, my friend, are lying with every breath you take.
What is going on?
Call it an attack of conscience.
Is it the Poindexter thing? Should I not have told you about that? You're late to meetings. You're insulting our client.
We put Poindexter away and it changes nothing. We're not serving justice here, you know? We're babysitting chaos.
You've been through a lot, but this can't happen like this.
I have to go.
After this, Matt goes straight to the bar, the same bar outside which Foggy had died. Inside the bar, he starts drinking with the lady bartender. A little later, Cherry also arrives and joins Matt. Then, the bartender brings out a special wine and tells Matt that on the night Foggy died, he had asked for that same wine before dying. She suggests they drink it in Foggy's memory. As soon as Matt hears the name of the wine, he remembers that Foggy only used to drink this wine when he was celebrating a big win. This reminds Matt that on the night Foggy died, he was working on a big case. Suddenly, everything clicks for Matt. Foggy had solved the case and was likely going to win it in court the next day. Matt now believes that someone did not want Foggy to win the case, so they had Dex kill him. Fisk had purposely moved Dex to the normal prison cell so that another prisoner might kill him as revenge. After realizing this, Matt becomes sure that it was Fisk who got Foggy killed. To confirm his suspicion, Matt goes to the prison to meet Dex. He questions him about why he killed Foggy.
I respect you. Shut your mouth. I don't want your respect. Why does Fisk want you dead? Did he hire you to kill Foggy Nelson?
Because that's what this is all about, right?
You did it for someone. Huh?
Another night in here, I might never be able to answer that for you.
Oh, sweetheart. What do you want me to do? You want
to be defending me. Because that's what good men do. Defend their worst enemies. You want to know if Fisk hired me? I can tell you.
He started smashing his face against the table.
Thank you, counselor.
After this, the scene shifts to a party where Fisk is present with his wife, Vanessa. Heather also arrives at the party and meets Vanessa. We find out that this party is just a cover. Fisk actually wants to use it to gather money from the rich guests to fund the construction of a port in the city. To do this, he calls each rich guest one by one into a private room. He threatens them by exposing their secrets and says he will involve them in police or legal trouble if they do not cooperate. Scared of him, they all agree to give money. Fisk succeeds in this plan, and he is very happy because all the rich people he talks to end up giving him the money he needs.
One more loop and stitch, and that should do it. All right, let's get you back to... Stop! Mother...
Rough day, huh?
A reporter disguised as a waiter sneaks into the party and starts secretly taking pictures of Fisk. But Fisk catches him and immediately tells his task force team to follow him. The officers catch the reporter and drag him to the kitchen where they start beating him. The city's police commissioner arrives and tells them to stop. He warns them that torturing a regular citizen like this is wrong and could harm their reputation. But the task force works directly under Fisk.
You haven't noticed I don't answer to you anymore. What the task force is doing is dereliction of duty. Go over from canopy, Commissioner.
When the police commissioner comes out of the kitchen, he is met by Daniel's friend, B.B. Urich. She goes directly to the police commissioner and requests him to share any information he has about Fisk. The commissioner agrees and says he will tell her everything he knows so she can expose Fisk's truth publicly. At the same time, Matt enters the party unwillingly. He is there because he wants to learn the truth about Foggy's death from Fisk. As Matt heads toward Fisk, Heather spots him, so Matt has to stop and talk to her. Fisk and his wife start dancing at the party, and seeing them, others join in too. Matt then uses this moment to dance with Heather and slowly get closer to Fisk. Just then, one of Fisk's men comes and whispers in Fisk's ear that Dex has escaped from prison. Hearing this, Vanessa gets very shocked and nervous. She tells Fisk that she needs to talk to him about Dex. Using his sharp senses, listens to their whole conversation secretly. This makes Matt realize a shocking truth, that it was not Fisk who got Foggy killed by Dex, but actually Vanessa.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Mind if I cut in?
I know you had Foggy killed.
Your boyfriend seemed a little...
Did he know you had Foggy killed?
Does Heather know you're Daredevil?
You will pay for what you did.
Now we go into a flashback when Dex was in jail. Vanessa comes to meet him and tells him that she can help him get out. But in return, she has brought a contract for him, and he will have to do some work for her. Vanessa says there is a thief named Benjamin whose case is being fought by Foggy. She wants Dex to kill both of them. She was scared that if Foggy won the case, her name would come out and she could be sent to jail because of her illegal business.
I'm offering you a chance to get your mind back. Your history with my husband isn't part of this.
Always part of this.
It's a simple offer. You're free.
Matt is in a hospital bed, injured and weak. He is still recovering from everything he has been through. At the same time, Matt starts revealing that Vanessa was involved in Foggy's death. Matt says no matter what happens, he needs the file for Foggy's case. He wants it so he can send Fisk to jail. But Kirsten tells him to rest for now, as he really needs to take care of himself first. On the other side, Fisk tells Vanessa not to worry. He will handle everything. He says Dex will never reach her. Fisk then yells in front of Police Commissioner Gallick and the other officers, demanding that they shut down everything, all the roads, bridges, airports.
They're gonna go out there and hunt down not only Poindexter, but all vigilantes. I want the bridges shut down. I want the tunnels closed.
Sir?
Now you all have a job to do. Buck, one moment, please. Tell me what's Matt Murdock's condition.
Then we see Fisk talking to his assistant, Sheila. He tells her that he knows she is experienced and understands people well. He wants her to immediately fire everyone in the team who is not loyal. As soon as Sheila comes out of the office, the city commissioner meets her. He tells her that he knows she also cares about the city and that she is aware Fisk is doing things that are harmful. He says that everything Fisk wants to do will only cause more problems. That is why he is planning to talk to the governor and other higher authorities. He wants to tell them the truth about Mayor Fisk and remove him from his position. Sheila replies that she cannot do much just because he is asking, but when he officially files a complaint against Fisk, she will support him and give her statement. Meanwhile, many people, including Buck, reach the hospital to kill Matt, but Matt, using his senses, realizes that people are after him.
You're pretty much the last person I expected to find here.
Power goes out, you got nothing to make a goddamn pot of coffee in this house.
Well, thought this wasn't your fight.
Yeah, well, I got a phone call, changed my mind. I tell you right now, they come up here, I'm not playing patty cake with these fanboys. I'm chopping them up, you understand me? You got a new costume, nightgown man.
What about you? After shave and a haircut?
Surprise violence of action, guys. Let's move.
They're on the move.
Frank, stop!
Hey, we found your guy.
Frank Castle's here. You killed Hector Ayala.
Do it, Red. Come on, he's right there.
He's not worth it. He's not worth it, Frank.
He worth it? How about that, huh? What is wrong with you? Run! Run!
Karen Page arrives in her car and they go to Frank's base. Karen also helps treat Matt's injuries. It is revealed that Karen herself had asked Punisher to come and save Daredevil. Then, Daredevil and Karen worked together and finally managed to find the case file. That file reveals that Vanessa had been using the Red Hook port for a long time. This port had no jurisdiction, which means no legal control, so she could import and export any illegal goods without restrictions. If this secret had come out, Vanessa would have faced public shame, her business would be ruined, and she could even go to jail. This was the same case Foggy was fighting and was about to win, so Vanessa had him killed field to save herself. We see that chaos has spread all over the city. People are looting shops, and the police are behaving like criminals. They are hurting innocent people and doing whatever they want without any fear. Gallo is kidnapped and taken to Fisk. He gets very angry at Commissioner because Sheila had revealed everything. She told Fisk that Gallo was always working against him.
Can we blame the Commissioner?
You never stop being Kingpin.
Any questions?
The Punisher goes to fight the task force, but they are too many for him. They overpower and kidnap him. They torture and beat the Punisher badly.
I'm a big admirer of your work. Listen, Frank, everything that you do, you can do that with us. It'd be an honor to serve with you, Frank.
You admire me, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, you're a bunch of clowns, you know that? Think you know my pain? Think you know my loss? You know how I see the world? A bunch of clowns.
Sorry to hear that, Frank.
Are you?
Karen and Daredevil reach the Red Hook port. Daredevil says he wants to fight everyone, but Karen tells him to be careful because he is injured. She says he should rest and recover first. She reminds him that the city needs him, and if something happens to him, who will save the city then? Daredevil understands her point. Then we see that Fisk makes Heather the Commissioner of Mental Health. Soon after that, Fisk comes on the news and announces that from now on, a curfew will start every night at 8 p.m. He says strict action will be taken against all vigilantes. He says martial law is now active, meaning the army or police will control the city. Anyone who does anything illegal will be immediately executed. At the end of the episode, Fisk and Vanessa are having dinner. They look at a jail cell they have built where they are keeping many people locked up. All the vigilantes and anyone who is a threat to Wilson Fisk have been captured. That includes the Punisher as well. We also see that Daredevil still trusts the good police officers. He believes they can work together to stop Fisk.
What do they call you?
Anthony?
Anthony. Where you from?
Jersey.
Yeah.
You too, yeah?
That's right. That's right. Oh, boy. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you, Anthony.
I hope you enjoyed the recap of Season 1, and be sure to check out our Daredevil and the Punisher recaps, which are awesome as well. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share for more amazing recaps like this, and as always, thank you very much for watching.